Welcome to Iceland, commonly referred to as the land of fire and ice. From jaw-dropping waterfalls and natural hot springs to black sand beaches and dramatic volcanic landscapes, Iceland is truly a dream destination for adventure seekers. In this video, I'll be sharing the top 10 must-see spots you can't miss on your next trip. Just a heads up, I'm probably going to butcher a lot of these names, but I'll try to do my best. Let's dive in and discover what makes this country such an incredible destination. First up is Jökulsárlón Glacier, easily one of my favorite places we explored in Iceland. Located in southeast Iceland, it's about a 5-hour drive from Reykjavik or just over 2 hours from Vík. The area is surrounded by glaciers, and the lagoon is filled with massive icebergs, crystal clear blue water, and abundant wildlife. It's conveniently right off the ring road, making it super easy to access. On our trip, we spent 4 nights in Vík, which made this an easy and unforgettable day trip. One of the highlights was the seals. You'll often see them lounging on icebergs or swimming through the lagoon. Since it's a popular spot, visiting at sunrise or later in the evening is ideal for fewer crowds and the best lighting. If you want to get even closer to the glaciers, I highly recommend booking a Zodiac boat tour. They were fully booked during our visit, but it's definitely at the top of my list for next time. I've heard amazing reviews about this company. During your visit, don't forget to check out Diamond Beach right across the street. Icebergs that have broken off the glacier are washed up on shore, and the contrast of the crystal clear ice against the black sand makes them look like massive sparkling diamonds. After exploring the glacier lagoon, make sure you check out Múlagljúfur Canyon. It feels like stepping into a fairy tale, and it's only about a 20-minute drive away. The trailhead is located on an unmarked exit on the ring road. Make sure to take it slow because the road isn't well maintained and has quite a few potholes. The trail features stunning glacier views, 2 waterfalls, towering cliffs, and a deep canyon with a winding river. At about 3.6 miles round trip and 1,200 feet of elevation gain, this hike offers a big reward for relatively low effort. As you ascend to the top, you'll have stunning views of mountains and massive glaciers in the distance. The first waterfall you will encounter is Hon-Gondifoss, one of Iceland's tallest waterfalls. You can turn around here, but the best views are up ahead. If you keep going, you can get closer to Múlafossa and have another perspective of the canyon. We were running short on time, so we couldn't make it to the highest point to see the second waterfall, but make sure you do. During your adventure, be cautious of the uneven terrain and be sure to follow trail markers so you can avoid missing a turn. Next up is the Blue Lagoon, a must-visit geothermal spa located just 20 minutes from the Keflavik airport. I would recommend visiting when you arrive in Iceland or before flying home. We visited after we arrived in Iceland and it was the perfect way to unwind after a long flight and start our vacation. Reservations are required and tickets can sell out quickly, so make sure you book early. They have a few different package options, but we decided to go with the premium package, which included a robe, 3 face masks, and 2 drinks. It was totally worth it. Here are a few tips to help you make the most of your experience. First, protect your hair with the free conditioner provided or avoid getting it wet altogether, as the silica and minerals in the water can leave it feeling dry and brittle. If you're planning to capture the moment, make sure you bring a waterproof camera or a case for whatever device you may be using. Also, remember to remove any jewelry before entering the lagoon to avoid potential damage from the minerals in the water. And lastly, don't forget to use the dry and wet saunas during your visit. A trip to Iceland wouldn't be complete without experiencing Glimmer Waterfall, one of the country's tallest and most stunning falls. If you're looking for a hike that combines epic views and a bit of adventure, you're not going to want to miss this. The trail is about 4 miles round trip with approximately 1,300 feet of elevation gain. It's located in the western region of Iceland, a little over an hour from Reykjavik. Be ready for some uneven terrain, steep sections, 2 river crossings, and a bit of rock hopping. The first river crossing has a log with a cable to help you across the river. Be sure to wear waterproof footwear because you will get wet. The cable and log to assist with the crossing are only there from May to October and removed during the winter months. As you climb higher, the trail gets steeper and the views just keep getting better and better. At the top, you'll have panoramic views of Glimmer as it cascades nearly 650 feet down into the gorge below. If you want more information on this hike and tips for visiting, I'll link a previous video I made right here and down in the description. Next up is Skogafoss, one of Iceland's most iconic waterfalls with a powerful 200-foot drop. It's incredibly easy to access and located just off the ring road and a short walk from the parking lot. After you've taken the views from the base of the falls, be sure to climb the 527 steps to the top of the staircase to view the falls and river from a higher vantage point. If you're looking to extend your adventure, there are actually 26 more waterfalls if you follow the trail along the river. The trail is known as the Skoga Trail or Waterfall Way and continues on for another 15 miles into the highlands, but you can turn around whenever you want. Just a short walk from Skogafoss lies the quieter and lesser-known Kvernurfoss. It's tucked inside a canyon behind the Skilgar Museum. The 100-foot waterfall is absolutely breathtaking, and the best part is you can actually walk behind it. Just be careful because it can get pretty slippery near the waterfall. The surrounding canyon is lush and green, and we even spotted a few sheep wandering high up in the hills. The trail is about 1 mile round trip and makes a great stop if you're exploring the south coast of Iceland. Parking fees are becoming increasingly common in Iceland, and this is one location where you'll need to pay for parking. Make sure you download the app Parka prior to your visit to avoid any fines or tickets. Perched on the rugged peninsula along Iceland's southern coast, Dyrhólaey offers sweeping views of the ocean, black sand beaches, dramatic sea cliffs, and the iconic Dyrhólaey Arch. It's also one of the top spots to see puffins during nesting season, which typically lasts from May through August. The area is easily accessible from the ring road, with a paved road leading to the top and free parking available. The lighthouse is visible from the lot, and while it's not open to the public, you can walk around it and enjoy the surrounding views. As you head toward the lighthouse, you'll see Reynis Fjera on the left and an endless stretch of black sand coastline to the right. For those wanting to explore more, there's a hiking trail that leads from the viewpoint down to the beach. It's about 2.7 miles round trip with around 800 feet of elevation gain and offers an up-close view of the area's unique coastal landscape. Just a short drive from Dyrhólaey, you'll find Reynis Fjera, one of Iceland's most popular black sand beaches. It's known for its dramatic basalt columns, sea caves, and striking offshore rock formations. It's an absolute must-see when visiting the south coast. Safety is key here. Always keep your distance from the shoreline and never turn your back to the ocean. Sneaker waves are common in this area and can appear out of nowhere, knock you off your feet, and drag you into the ocean. When we visited, the area around the basalt columns was quite busy, but walking a little further down the beach toward Dyrhólaey offered a much quieter and more peaceful experience. Tucked away on the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, Grundarfoss is a stunning 230-foot, often overlooked waterfall that's just outside of town. The waterfall can be seen right off the highway, and the area is super easy to access. The trail's roughly 1.8 miles round trip with just 150 feet of elevation gain. Since it crosses private property, please be respectful and make sure to close the gate behind you as there are animals in the pasture. On the way to the falls, there will be signs that will keep you headed in the right direction. We were surprised to have the entire place to ourselves when we visited, and the waterfall framed by the dramatic basalt columns was absolutely breathtaking. After visiting, I highly recommend heading just 10 minutes down the road to Kirkjufell, one of the most iconic and photographed spots in all of Iceland. Next up, we're going to the old fishing villages of Arnastapi and Helnar. Here you'll find a scenic coastal trail that is a fantastic way to take in Iceland's rugged beauty. Stretching between the villages of Arnastapi and Helnar, the trail winds along dramatic sea cliffs and showcases striking rock formations, lava fields, and panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean. It's also a popular spot for bird watching, as they will often nest along the cliffs. Starting in Anastapi is recommended, as parking tends to be easier there. The trail is well maintained and is about 2 miles round trip with very little elevation gain. The moment you step out of your vehicle, you'll be treated with stunning glacier views. Don't forget to snap a photo crossing the iconic stone arch. After exploring the area, we stopped by the Helnar Cafe for hot coffee and a slice of cheesecake, a perfect way to end our adventure. That wraps up my top 10, but I actually have one more spot that I highly recommend you check out during your trip. Just a 15-minute drive from the well-known Seljalandsfoss is Nauthusafoss, a short but adventurous 1-mile hike through a slot canyon. Don't be fooled by the distance. Getting there is quite the adventure. Expect stream crossings, rock hopping, and wet feet. Make sure to come prepared with extra clothes and sturdy shoes. There's one spot on the trail with a fixed chain along the canyon wall to help you navigate a really slippery section. Definitely take your time here. Once you reach the end of the trail, you'll be rewarded with the stunning sight of Nauthusafoss, tucked away in the gorge. This was one of the highlights of our trip, and you won't want to miss this. And that wraps up my top 10 things to do in Iceland. From majestic waterfalls to volcanic landscapes and magical glacier lagoons, Iceland is truly a place that should be on everyone's bucket list. Have you checked out any of the places I mentioned, or is there anything you'd add to this list? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future adventures. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.